guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I just want to do a little chill life update, catch up, Q&A. I haven't done one of these in quite a while now, and I've honestly been quite distant online the past few months. I'm well aware of that, and it's definitely something that I want to change. I'll probably go into this a little bit more in the video, but the past few months I've sort of been in a little bit of a creative rut, but I'm back, I'm doing my best, and I'm going to try and upload as regularly as I possibly can moving forward. I put a little questions box up on my Instagram and just ask you to ask anything that you've been wanting to know. I'm just gonna sit and answer these. This is gonna be a very, very chill, chatty, sort of podcast style video, I guess. Anyway, let's get into it. How do you plan out your day and stay productive? This is a very good question. Notion is the way that I plan literally everything. If you don't know Notion already, I made an entire video about it. If you'd like to watch it, you can click the link in the description. But I absolutely love Notion. I think it's incredible. You can sort of tailor it to however you want it to be, which for me is literally perfect because I've got so many areas of my life that I need to manage. So Notion all day, every day. In terms of staying productive, 20-minute timers work really well for me, or sort of setting little deadlines throughout the day. So being like, oh, I've put my washing on, you know, that'll be 40 minutes, here's 40 minutes I've got free to work. That is how I'm doing it at the moment. It's definitely something I am struggling with too, because I think everybody is struggling with motivation right now, or has done the past few months. But yes, Notion has been the way that I've sort of got what I need to done. I really like this next question. What are some activities / things you do to help cope with the days when you're feeling low? I've actually had a lot of experience with this the past few months because self-care has definitely been something that I've brought more into my life. I will do a full video on this, but definitely in terms of activities that I do, I sort of just try and do something active that my brain can focus on, whether that is like sketching or journaling. I find that journaling really helps me when I'm having a bad day. I can just write down everything that's on my mind. But on low days, I think it's really important to notice your emotions and write them down, talk to yourself about them, talk to other people about them if you want to. Or what I like to do is to put that into something else. So I will either sketch something or I will do something that makes me feel like I'm putting my emotions into that. I find that really helps me as somebody who is quite creative. I think just trying to do things that you know there's no pressure with. So recently I bought some clay, so I've been making some little like coasters and stuff like that, which has been really fun. And it's not something that will ever go anywhere online or be sold, because I think sometimes when you're a creative person or you enjoy art, it can be quite difficult to step away from that and treat it as a hobby and not a job. So yeah, finding random things that you don't really have to think about, whether it's putting like a random TV show on that you can just follow the plot very easily. In terms of YouTube, I'll put on screen some of my favourite creators at the moment. These guys, been loving them. Their content is chef's kiss, and definitely people who have kept me creatively inspired and motivated for the past few months anyway. So yeah, go check all of these people out. They're amazing. Would you recommend YouTube as a creative outlet, or is it too business driven now? This is a very, very good question. YouTube is something that, you know, it is what you make it. If you want it to be very businessy and corporate and all that, then you can do that. But equally, you can make it as you want it, which I think is a great thing about YouTube. You can be whoever you want to be, and I think that is beautiful, really. So yeah, definitely would recommend YouTube. Definitely is a lot more pressure and a lot more work than you would expect, so be aware of that. As a creative person and as someone who's going into a creative industry, YouTube has helped me so much. However, it definitely has had its effects as well. I sort of came into YouTube as 15-year-old, 14-year-old me, and it is hard to grow mentally when you're videoing yourself each week. But yeah, would 100% of course recommend YouTube and any sort of platform that you can post your content. Have you experienced any burnout recently? If so, do you have any advice? Yes, I have. I have been very burnt out, if I'm honest with you, for about 4 months now, I would say. It's definitely hit me harder than I anticipated in all areas of my life, from like uni to, you know, freelance to YouTube. Creative burnout is very hard, and burnout in general is very hard because the only way to fix it is to get yourself back up to that level that you can try again. So advice wise, I would say give yourself time. You know, this is your body saying, look, you need some time out. And whether that is a day, half a day, life can wait. Deadlines are deadlines and they are there and you do need to meet them. However, one day is not going to make a huge difference that it means that you're not going to achieve stuff. Sometimes you do just need that time away, that time off to just recenter yourself and make yourself happier. Burnout is there for a reason. You shouldn't be frustrated at yourself for feeling burnt out. The only way to really get back up is to prioritize your self-care, making sure that you know that you're doing well, and just be kind to yourself, you know? It's so difficult to do anything right now in a sort of pandemic world. However, you know, anything is an achievement at this point. A lot of people have been asking, like, how's uni going? What are you excited for in second year, etc. Uni itself is going quite well. I'm currently looking into courses for next year. I'm not 100% sure whether I will stick with my course I'm currently doing or whether I will move or change out a couple modules if I can. I'm currently in discussion with my lecturers about what I'm going to do next year, because honestly, doing a creative course and then having my job, which is creativity and making stuff, it's a lot of creative pressure, and it is getting a little bit too much at the moment. I may be switching courses, but that was something that if it does happen, I will obviously update you on later this year. I'm just trying to stay happy and make the most of every opportunity. I'm really enjoying uni as a whole, so making friends and that sort of social side of uni, but definitely there are some issues time management wise at the mo. But fingers crossed, I can sort something out for next year and it won't be too big of a deal. It won't be too much pressure for myself next year, hopefully. How to improve self-confidence. By the way, I love your content. Thank you for existing. That's so sweet. Thank you. Self-confidence is, I love this topic because I do just think self-confidence is something that you can't get from other people. You can't go and make somebody else happy and then that make you happy. You have to just spend time with yourself and be happy with who you are, which is much easier said than done. But self-confidence wise for me, I did do an entire podcast on this. This is the episode. Would recommend going and listening to that because I did put a lot of work into that episode and I feel like it says a lot more than I can say quickly in this video. You're not going to be happy with yourself unless you stop comparing yourself, and also just setting yourself higher standards than you can actually reach. I think self-confidence comes from giving yourself praise and giving yourself love too, and I think a lot of the time we sort of forget that we can praise ourselves. We don't need to like do something amazing to just like treat ourselves. Do you know what I mean? So self-love comes in many, many aspects, but I think the main one is just giving yourself time to be with yourself. Embrace your own company, because you know, you can be surrounded by people, you can be surrounded by boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, friends, and you can be really happy around them, but if you're not happy on your own, then there's no self-confidence there. I would say how to improve it would be 1, spend more time with yourself because you deserve it. 2, listen to stuff and absorb things that are positive. You know, listen to podcasts. Here's some great ones on the screen that are really great for confidence. And 3, just realize that nobody else cares. Nobody else cares. Nobody's looking at you going, oh, you know, that little insecurity. Nobody's probably noticed it. I would say those things are what would help me. When you're starting up your shop again, if you are new or you just don't know, I had a shop in September last year called by Medley, and I've been working on sort of relaunching it. I wanted to do a January launch and then sort of mental health got in the way of that, and then I wanted to do a March, April launch and time has just gone. So I'm going to do my best to make it as early a launch as possible, but I'm hoping for May at the moment, and it will be a bigger launch. There's going to be loads of products this time, which I am very, very excited about. Everything will be limited edition purely because I am still doing this on my own. I don't have any staff, it is literally just me, So I am obviously gonna have to limit how many products I can send out. That's what I'm hoping it will be. So stay tuned. I will update you over on the Instagram. This is the Instagram. I've made some logos and some branding for my shop, which is very exciting. So I'm making progress. It's just not quite as fast as I'd hoped, purely because of uni deadlines and freelance deadlines as well. I've been doing a lot of freelance work recently. The shop will hopefully relaunch mid-May with a lot of different products. Hey guys, I'm just hopping in here to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. As most of you will probably know, I'm working with Skillshare long term at the moment. If you don't already know about Skillshare, Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives and curious people who want to learn something new, learn a new hobby. They offer thousands of classes ranging from marketing and productivity to entrepreneurship, animation, cinematography. One class that I'm currently taking is the Creating Your Dream Career class by Holly Collie Murchison. And I absolutely am loving this. I'm finding it really, really useful and really insightful. I'm currently on the Acknowledging What's Present lesson, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. I really enjoyed the Exploring Your Past. It's really helping me, and it's making me get out of a creative rut a little bit, I won't lie. If you would like to try out Skillshare for yourself, the first 1,000 people to use my link in the description box will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium, which means you get access to thousands of classes, and you can explore your creativity as much and as often as you would like to. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. What is the best thing in your life right now? Good question. I love this question because I think gratitude is so important. It's something I've definitely been trying to do a lot more of recently. Best thing in my life right now is the people. 100%. My boyfriend, my friends, my family, amazing. I definitely think the social side of my life just feels so rich, and I feel so content with the people that I have close to me. And yeah, that I would say is the best thing in my life right now. Opportunities that are coming my way are very exciting. There's a lot going on that I just need to give myself more credit for. You know, sometimes you're just sat there and you're like, right, that big thing happened and I just pretended it didn't happen and just moved on and got on with the next thing. For me right now, I'm trying to just celebrate the small things, which I think has been really nice, especially the past few months, because a lot of things have gone right, even though a lot of things have also gone wrong. A lot of things have gone right, which has been really nice to see. A lot of people have asked how I am, which is very kind of you. I'm good. There's a lot going on this sort of next few weeks. I'm turning 19 this week. It's very weird that I'm going to be turning 19. I feel like the last year has honestly just changed me. I feel like a different person right now than I was a year ago, which is probably why my content has taken a bit of a hit, because I think I've learnt so much and gone, oh, how do I put this into my videos, or how do I sort of transition into showing more of my personality. You know, I think you grow a personality when you meet your right friends and the ones that treat you really well. I'm feeling very content with the relationships in my life, the friendships in my life, and yeah, so overall I'm pretty decent, thank you. If you've got to this point in the video, let me know how you are in the comments, because I could talk for hours, so let me know how you are and I will chat to you. What are your ambitions after university / dream job? So this is something that is definitely a little bit hazy right now. I'm not 100% sure where I'm sort of going, which is a weird one, but I feel like anyone in the creative realm doesn't really know what they're doing most of the time. Freelancing is hard and it's definitely a lot of pressure, but I am enjoying it, and I think that is something that has enriched sort of my skills and also my passion for what I do. Freelancing is definitely probably the route I want to go down. However, there are many different things that I would like to do. Definitely very, very interested in business. So yeah, I'm just sort of seeing how everything goes and taking life as it comes, if I'm honest. I think sometimes it is quite hard to plan a future in the creative industries because you don't really know where anything's going. You know, there are things that come in style, go out of style within a few weeks, and it is quite difficult. I do love graphic design. That is something that has always been a passion of mine, so that is definitely on the cards. But equally, filming, editing, freelancing, business, who knows? But aspirations for sort of after uni, I would love to get some experience. I really would like to travel. That is up there on my list of things to do. I wanted initially to take a gap year before uni. Definitely after uni, I think I would like to take maybe just like a few months, maybe in the summer after my final year, to just go traveling and see the world a bit. And I would love to just sort of expand my skills in areas that aren't necessarily creative. I think sometimes being good at creative things is great. However, sometimes I do wish I had other things, so that is something I definitely want to build on after uni. How are you finding balancing a relationship with uni and mental health? Honestly, for me, my relationship is very healthy and it's definitely helped my mental health. So for that reason, amazing. I'm finding it great. Uni, as we mentioned earlier, there are a few issues with my course and what I want to do, and just time balancing a relationship has not been an issue at all. It's definitely added a lot more to my life than anything else. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been more of like a podcast, chatty, chill video. As always, subscribe if you're new. Would love that. And yeah, I will see you very soon for another video. Bye guys.